Manhunt is underway. Authorities say a gunman posing as a police officer carried out what officials are now calling an act of targeted political violence against two Democratic state lawmakers and their spouses, killing one couple, wounding the other. Investigators say that they recovered a manifesto from a vehicle who is tied to the suspect. Sources tell the Associated Press the suspect is a 57-year-old man by the name of Vance Bolter. Now, in this so-called manifesto, they say they found a list of other lawmakers, list of names, and also documents, some of them tied to today's No Kings protest. The governor, Tim Walz, ordered all the rallies that were scheduled to happen in his state to be canceled as the search for this suspected gunman is continuing even at this hour. Now, former Minnesota Governor Tim Pawlenty is back on NewsNation to join our coverage now. Governor, it's always good to see you, but terrible under these circumstances in your state. This guy, you know, he comes in dressed as a police officer, and now we're starting to get bits and pieces of information on his background. But what are your thoughts this afternoon as the manhunt continues? They haven't found him yet, I guess.
Donald, they will find him. Of course, when you have a manhunt of this size and you know who the suspect is, they'll find him, and I think it'll be pretty shortly. The only question will be whether they take him alive or whether he finds another end to his despicable life. Beyond that, our hearts are so heavy for the Hortman and Hoffman families. Hoffman's, of course, hopefully are recovering from their medical condition. And my thoughts beyond that are, we have a situation where, again, we're seeing an act of political violence. This one, again, horrific. And all of us, whether you're at the national, federal, or local level, state level, we need to do all that we can to discourage and deter the threats of violence or violence for political means. That's, by the way, the definition of political terrorism.
It is indeed. You're absolutely right about that. I mean, this guy comes in the middle of the night, and now I guess he's got body armor on him and all the rest, and he's dressed up as a police officer knocking on the door. If you're a local lawmaker, and these are two very well-known local lawmakers, I mean, State Rep Hortman had been the Speaker of the Minnesota State House when the Democrats were in power, and the State Senator Hoffman in office for many, many years in Minnesota. What would you have been thinking in the middle of the night? I mean, it's probably not out of the ordinary that a police officer might knock on your door. You never know what's going on.
Yeah, Connell, I was a state legislator before being governor. And when I was governor, I didn't live full time in the governor's residence with the fence and all that. I lived in a normal, suburban house. Yeah. And so my family and I many times had knocks on the doors during the day or at night. Sometimes we had security. Sometimes, by the way, we didn't. And, the idea that, you see a police car in your driveway, somebody's there in your uniform, you're going to open the door. But these folks are very vulnerable. They don't have protection. They're normal citizens. They're citizen legislators. And you can think about just the horrific, thoughts that would go through your mind once you realize this person in uniform who's supposed to represent protection, safety, security, turns violent against you. And of course, the rest is just a horrific tragedy.
What would you say? There's the guy again. So again, he's 57 years old. Our correspondent Mills Hayes have been sending out some information on this guy Bolter. I mean, he's coming in, as I said earlier, in bits and pieces. I don't know. Supposedly has a PhD, and he's done this work overseas. There was some speech I saw that he made in Africa and all these kinds of things. But what would you say about the lawmakers? I mean, that's these people that, whatever party you're a part of, and I know we talk politics all the time when you're on. I mean, these people that had served, in public service as you had for so many years in the state where you served as governor for so many years.
Well, whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, or something else, or none of the above, we can't have an environment where public officials are deterred or chilled from speaking or serving. And you can imagine if you're a potential future candidate and you got a family, and do you really want to enter this arena that is so polarized and in some cases threatening or even violent? And so it's going to have that chilling effect. And then I've talked to many current office holders who sort of pull their punches because they're afraid of offending a particular individual or group with sort of the hint and sometimes the explicit threat of violence. And they keep their head down and their mouth shut. And that is not good in a democracy. And so all of us need to do what we can to get back to a better place in terms of civility and political engagement, have strong views, but we simply cannot tolerate the idea that we're going to advance those views through violence.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.